Hi, this is Alex Chu again. Today, I want to submit a testimonial, okay, for my cell realignment machine. I mean, my own testimonial. I'm the inventor. I'm Alex Chu. I'm the inventor of cell realignment machine. You can find out more at cellrealignment.com, okay. And what this machine does is that it realigns the cells. Basically, it's like until now the scientist does not have a method to make your scar cure itself. The scientists nowadays, medical researchers, scientists, the best they can do is they give you some kind of a drug or some kind of steroid, to dump down your immune system so so your inflammation would die down. That's the best they can do. They cannot give you some kind of drug or some kind of machine to cure your wound or cure your scar. They don't have that kind of technology. I'm the first one who came up with this technology, okay? Let me tell you about my asthma. My asthma was so bad that from 2010 until now, 2007, I suffered severe asthma that basically, it's like every time I have asthma, okay, the asthma attack would last like at least a week. So it's like every day I'm nervous, because every day I'm nervous. I'm watching TV in my living room, and if my window is open too much, and then somebody is cutting grass outside, I could get asthma. If I smell the grass, I could get asthma. I'm sitting in my living room, okay, and then if I cannot drink soda because of the pop, people with asthma, they cannot drink soda, they cannot drink beer. I just recently they came up with a report saying that as people with asthma cannot eat bacon and cannot eat sausage. I also cannot eat potato chip and corn chip. Anything that's made of tomato paste products, for example, like chili or ketchup or spaghetti sauce. Well, I'm missing a lot of things. I mean, back in the days I could eat them, but ever since I got this asthma, it's like people with asthma, they're allergic to a whole bunch of different foods, And also, at night, I have to open up the window. When I sleep, I have to open up both windows in my bedroom. And sometimes it's cold as hell. But, I mean, there's nothing I can do. If I don't open up the window, hey, suddenly I would wake up, I cough, and then, asthma attack. And then I would not be able to breathe for a whole week. My case is sort of different, okay? I'm not like most Americans. You know how most Americans, if you have asthma, you'd be taking a whole bunch of different kind of medication, 5 or 6 different kind of medication, rescue inhaler and albuterol, steroids, whatever, right? Me, I don't take any medication, okay? I've never taken medication before. Not for asthma, okay? Not for anything. I'm just like medication free, I never take any drugs. No, I don't take any medicine at all, okay? And so basically, well, anyway, that's my belief, that's my theory. It's just I see people take these albuterol and steroids to dump down their inflammation in order to cure their asthma. It just look, maybe I'm afraid, I'm afraid of these medication. I don't know. I heard that people go blind, because if you take too much albuterol or steroid, it causes glaucoma. It also weakens your bones, so you get bone fracture, or you could break your leg easily. And I just don't want to go into it. But anyway, hold on a minute. I invented a machine. Okay, this is a cell realignment machine. Well, this is just a sample. The machine's supposed to have a cord. It's supposed to have a 9-volt adapter. Okay, this machine. What it does is when you sleep at night, okay, you put this near your throat. You put this near your neck. Okay, you put it. Let's say this is your bed, right? Just put it on the bed, and then you put it near your throat. And what it does is that eventually it just cures your asthma. What it does is there's a capacitor. There's a 22,000 microhenries with capacitor with microhenries inside. Okay, and there's a timer, the delay timer that shuts off for 5 minutes and then turn on for 10 minutes. And it allows the capacitor to keep on leaking electrons into your throat. And what it does is that it realigns the cells inside your airway, you know? It realigns the cells, it cures the scars that you have in your airway. And when that happens, when your scar is smoothened out, your asthma would disappear. And ever since I invented this machine, I would not say that I'm asthma free, okay? Because I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to eat potato chip or corn chip or chili or I tried before. You know, it's like after I used the machine, I felt I'm so confident. It's like I don't have any more asthma. Oh, I could finally come to YouTube. I could speak to people. You know, I could not do that for 6 years. Suddenly now I could upload on YouTube every day. I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that machine, you know. But I don't want to push it, you know, because I tried before. Ever since I started using this machine, I thought, I'm invincible now. I don't have any more asthma. I don't need any medication, no asthma attack, nothing. So I tried. I tried eating corn chip or potato chip or eat some sausage or bacon, and then my asthma came back. Very night. My asthma came back. I have, asthma attack, and then I used the machine. I used the machine again, and then the machine took away my asthma like very, very quickly. Like overnight, it took away the asthma. And then now I still use the machine every night, okay? But for different purposes. The machine is supposed to cure different kinds of scars on your body. I use the machine every night. But ever since I have this machine, I feel like a normal person. It's just that I don't have any more asthma attack. And sometimes I don't even remember I used to have asthma. You know, when I had asthma, my asthma was so severe. It's like my life is like this, man. It's like, luckily I sell stuff online. You know, I sell stuff on eBay, on my own websites. Basically, I'm an online retailer. I cannot imagine myself working outside because with this asthma symptom, right? I used to work in the restaurant. I used to work at the restaurant as a kitchen helper. I cannot imagine me cutting fish now. No way, man. With asthma, you cannot touch fish. You cannot touch beef. I remember I had a huge ass asthma attack one day because I bought some beef from the supermarket, and it was a big chunk of beef, and I was cutting it, and then while I was cutting it, I felt the asthma attack coming. And then because of that chunk of beef, I got a whole week of asthma attack. I mean, I couldn't breathe for the whole week. And then later on, I did some research online. I noticed that people say that beef has some kind of protein, you know, especially beef. It has some kind of protein, and if you breathe in that protein, it could trigger your asthma. So wow, back in the days, I mean, I basically couldn't do anything. I couldn't meet my friends because, I was so afraid if I go to a certain area, where there's a lot of pollution, oh man, I mean, I was scared. I was scared as hell, man. I mean, I feared for my life. It's like